Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching Up and Adam, obviously, and I'm not in my same setup as you guys can see. Normally, and it's so awkward for me to record out of hotel rooms, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm in limbo when I'm not in my space, but that's okay. We still have to work, and it doesn't stop just because I'm on the go. Obviously, you guys know I'm in a hotel room in Salt Lake City, and everyone has been running wild with wondering, what is he up to? Well, I can't share it with you just yet, but I will be sharing it with you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday. However, in the meantime, at least, I can say I made it here safe. My flight was great. I'm in a great place, and I'm loving Salt Lake City. So I was thinking I'm going to bust out a couple of pre-records today and maybe go do some sightseeing. I don't know. Anyway, since we're talking about Salt Lake City, of course, we're back to talk about the fact that Andy Cohen has confirmed Mary Cosby has quit the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So we have all those details and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that we found out last week that Mary Cosby did not show up to the reunion for season 2 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, there was a lot of speculation going around, and some people wondered, was she sick? Was she not feeling well? Why would she not show up? Well, it looks like, based off of what everyone's kind of saying now at this point, and what Andy Cohen has been saying, that the housewives actually get the episodes before the reunion. They have to see the rest of the content, the rest of the episodes. That way they know what they're talking about when they hash it out on the reunion floor. So some people are speculating that maybe Mary Cosby got wind. She saw some of these, episodes, and she was like, you know what? I don't like the light that you're painting me in, and I don't want to participate in this anymore. I'm done. This is no longer, serving me well. And to be fair, Mary Cosby is not the only person who said this before. We've had Heather Dubrow walk away from Orange County at one point because she said, she got to a point where in her life, she no longer felt comfortable sharing that on camera, and she felt like the show was going in a different direction. We've also seen Mia Thornton say on Real Housewives of Potomac at one point that, listen, I don't know, I'll do this for right now, but at the point that it's no longer beneficial for my husband and I, then I'm going to walk away. Now, for Mary Cosby, there have been so many allegations out there right now. There, of course, are the cult allegations. Now she has had some pretty interesting remarks on the show, and I don't mean interesting in a good way, some controversial remarks that have come back to probably bite her because she does have to answer for them, or at least she would have on the reunion floor. And, on top of that, now there's this whole rumor going around about her having extramarital affairs. It's like boom, 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 one thing after another. And I've said this for a long time now. I really firmly believe had this season not have been around Jen Shah getting arrested, that it would have been most likely focused on Mary Cosby and her church, only because it seemed like there were a lot of cousins and stuff coming forward, and there were a lot of members of the congregation that were accusing her of running a cult-like situation. Now, she has addressed this, and she said, my church is not like a cult. Then people were like, well, you think you're God? And she's like, no, I don't think I'm God. And, she has answered for some of these, but I'm sure Andy Cohen had a whole list of questions for the reunion that now I'm sure he's disappointed because he won't be able to ask. However, he did talk about this on Radio Andy, and from what he's saying, he said, you've heard Mary Cosby did not come, which is very disappointing to me. He talked about having a conversation with her on New Year's right before he went on that special. And I know you guys didn't forget about the special because Andy Cohen was Liddy City. Thanks, Zach Peter. I always take that from him. Liddy City for sure. But Andy Cohen actually talked to Mary Cosby before this. And when he did, he said, I had a sense. I spoke to her on New Year's Eve, a few hours before I went on the air. We had a long talk. It's her story, but I got the sense that she was not finding gratitude in being on the show anymore, which, yeah, I mean, I could see based off of everything that we just went through. He also said, I said to her, look, and this is what I dislike about people not showing up at the reunion. You allow the others to control your narrative as your last gesture. I would much rather hear from her. And Obviously, that didn't happen, but he continued. If she doesn't want to come back to the show, that's one thing. But I would have liked for her to come back to the reunion, have her say, and leave with her head held high, and then make the decision. The reunion was excellent despite her absence. I will say that. So that's really all Andy Cohen had to say about her absence. But he has made it clear we are putting a stamp on this. Mary Cosby will not be returning, but it makes me wonder, what does the future for Salt Lake City look like at this point? Now, we know that they're picking up the cameras as soon as, they stop airing this season. So we're going to get the reunion soon. We're almost at the finale. As soon as this stops, we're hearing that it'll probably be in about 3 weeks that they're going to pick up the cameras and start filming for season 3. That's most likely because everyone's waiting to follow around Jen Shah and catch up with her and see how she's going to navigate this legal situation, what this looks like. They want to follow every step of the way. This isn't the first time Bravo's done this. After the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, season 11, it was literally a week and a half later before they picked up the cameras again, and they were like, it's showtime. We want to continue to follow Erica Girardi, know how she's dealing with the Girardi scandal and everything in between. So it makes sense. Now, getting back to the future of Salt Lake City, Jen Shah, it's still so up in the air right now. She's going to court in March. She's still fighting for her life. She's looking at anywhere from 10 to 50 years in prison if found guilty, which she is still maintaining her innocence. She's still saying, I'm not guilty, and she's going to go to trial. But if she is found guilty, we will only have her during season 3. That means there will be no season 4 for Jen Shah. That gives Bravo, the executives, the network, that gives them a small window this next season to really make sure that they cast somebody who is a big enough personality to come in, shake things up, and be a prominent role on the show. If they can't do that and we lose Jen Shah and Mary Cosby, I don't really know what the future looks like for this show. But guys, I don't want to just give you that information and not ask your opinion. So go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about Mary Cosby and it becoming or being, I guess, said by Andy Cohen, confirmed that she has quit the show? How do you feel about that? And what do you think about the future of the show? Do you think they'll be able to last if Jen actually is found guilty and she's no longer on the show? Can we do Salt Lake City with, I'm trying to go through it in my head, Whitney Rose, Heather Gay, Lisa Barlow, Meredith Marks, Jenny Nguyen? Will we have a show? That's why I'm saying they have to get some more people in there. But again, I want to hear what your opinions are about this. Also, I know that I haven't been doing my Wake Up and Adam. I didn't do it yesterday because I was getting ready to fly out. And then of course today, my streaming here in this hotel, the internet is not good enough, unfortunately. So that sucks, but I will be back on Monday doing Wake Up and Adam and back on our regular live stream schedules. Jason will be covering Vanderpump Rules and a few other shows he'll be doing live. So if you guys are around, then catch me in the live chat on his lives. But in the meantime, I'll be over here just kind of doing my thing, trying to get through my Salt Lake City adventure and trip, and then hopefully sharing with you guys what I'm up to on Sunday. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.